Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Laura and I'm an adaptable yoga teacher. For today's session, we're going to run through some sequences that can help you if you've got tight or painful hips. If you need a practice that is more seated or even in your bed, then you can go and check out the other videos on my channel because there is truly something for everybody. So let's get started today. You don't need anything apart from a mat. You may want to grab a cushion for your knees if you feel like having your knees on the floor is a bit tough for you. So we'll pop that to one side for later. So let's all come down to our backs. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest and find a gentle rock from side to side. If you're doing this practice at the end of your day, then try to melt your body down into your mat, releasing the stress of the day or the week. Find some circles in the knees. Explore how this feels in your lower back. We're just using the motion in our legs to massage our lower body into the mat. And if you're taking this practice at the start of your day, then I hope you can use this as a little wake up for all of your joints. Placing the feet down to the floor. We're going to take the knees from side to side. Allow each foot to tilt onto the edge of itself to allow a bit more mobility into the hip joint. And then come back to center with both feet down. Let's start to draw one knee in towards the chest. Give it a nice squeeze. How that feels. Maybe start to take it from side to side here. Noticing any pinching that you might feel, any areas of discomfort. And then taking your knee with one hand, we're going to use that to circle the knee, bringing a little more movement into the hip. And then place that foot back down to the ground. Let's do the other side, drawing that other knee in, give it a nice squeeze. Find a side to side motion. Again, noticing any discomfort here. And then one hand to the knee, we'll start to find those circles. Notice where the movement is smooth in the hip and where it becomes a bit more jagged. And then return that foot back to the floor. Good. We're going to roll onto our side, doesn't matter which. Use our hands to help us come up to a seated position. You're going to take your legs out in front of you, find a little point and flex through the feet, maybe a circle through the ankles, and then start to take your legs wide. Now, don't have to be as wide as me. If your wide stance comes here, then that's okay. You just work with your body's movements. We're going to interlace our fingers and find a nice little circle at the waist. Try to keep both feet flexed. And then change direction. Good. And slowly start to draw those feet back together. Bring both knees in, feet to the floor. And we want the feet kind of hip width apart. We're going to have our hands down beside us. We're going to take that rocking motion through the knees. And because we're sitting up now, we might be able to find a bit more motion into the hips. Think of it as windshield wipers on your car. Nice and slow. Don't hurry. Take your time, feel into the sensations of it. And maybe as you do this, you can start to notice which hip has more sensation. So for me, as I take my knees across to the left-hand side, I don't feel much in this right hip. But when I take them across to the right side, I feel quite a lot of pinching in my left hip, and this is my tighter hip. I don't know if it's common for everybody, but I am right-handed, and so I tend to lead with my right side. The right side of my body is stronger than my left, so therefore I often get more dis-ease and weakness on the left side of my body. Good. Okay, we're going to take the knees all the way across to one side, and we're going to start to sit up tall now, so hands off the floor. This top knee, we're going to open it out so it's rested, and our legs are kind of in a bit of a zigzag, in a concertina or fan shape. And if your knees come off your mat and you're on hard floor like me, then you might want to bring that cushion in to support that knee here. We're going to turn our chest towards this front knee and start to fold forwards. We're going to hold this pose here, focusing on your breath. And see if we can release our body weight into the side of that leg. And you might start to feel some sensations here in the front leg that you're leaning onto. You might feel that into the hip. You might even feel sensations into the back. Feeling discomfort is okay, but pain is not. So if anything is ever painful, then come out of it gently and take a closer look at what I'm doing to see where you might need to adjust your body. Let's come back all the way up. And we're going to take our knees to the other side. So bring those knees back to center, both feet to the floor. We're going to take them all the way across to the other side. And then this top knee is going to come behind you. And again, if we're off our mat, we might want to pop another cushion under that knee to protect the inside of it. Turn our chest to this knee here and start to fold forwards. And if you, like me, have got one side that is tighter than the other, and you're now resting down on that left side, like me, then you might find that there's more sensation to feel here. Allow your upper body to relax. Allow the upper body's weight to rest into that leg, so we can start to feel the sensations in the hip. Taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Our body will always get a deeper stretch if we're soft and calm. And come all the way back up. Lovely. If you've got a cushion, let's put that behind us. And we're going to start to bring the soles of our feet together and opening our knees out. This is our butterfly pose. I invite you to take hold of the ankles and start to walk your bottom forwards towards your heels. And you can stay here, or you can start to take hold of the toes and start to fold forwards. Now this is a groin stretch. So if you're feeling sensations here, then that's okay. We might also feel it in the lower back and into the hips. We can ease ourselves gently down. We're not forcing ourselves. We're not using a lot of strength through our toes to bring our bodies down. We're just easing in little by little. And if you find that you're here and your knees are high, but you're still feeling the sensation, and this is where you stay. Don't ever feel the need to progress past where your body feels most comfortable. Lovely, let's unravel. We're now going to come to our knees. So if you have a cushion that you would like to use, then bring that in. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. So we've got our hands stacked underneath our shoulders and our knees stacked underneath our hips. And let's just give the bum a little wiggle from side to side. And we'll take a couple cat-cows before coming into our next hip opener. So as we breathe in, let's lift the tailbone and start to look up. Think about drawing your belly down towards the mat as you arch the back. And then start to tuck that tailbone, tuck the chin, so we're looking down towards our belly button and we're pushing our spine nice and rounded towards the ceiling. And let's move with our breath, breathing in, belly towards the mat. Breathing out, spine towards the ceiling. And then we can take a little circle with our rib cage here. And the other way. Good. So let's come into more hip openers. We're going to take our leg out behind us, so toes are to the mat. And we're going to start to draw a line with our toe out to the side. We want our foot to the floor. Let me move over in case you're not in frame. So out and round, and the foot is going to be flat to the floor. So you might not have a 90-degree angle like I do with my leg. You might be back here. Do whatever is best for you. And we're just going to rock backwards and forwards here. So pushing the bottom back towards the heels and then bringing it back up again. Just seeing how that feels. And then bring it all the way back in. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. Foot out behind you. First of all, find a nice long leg. Then start to draw that shape out to the side. Foot to the floor and rock backwards and forwards. And scoop that leg back in. Both knees to the mat, coming back into your tabletop position. Now, next we're going to come up onto our knees and we're going to step a foot forwards. Nice right angle in the knee, and we're going to bring our hands down to the mat. We're going to feel that sensation in the top of the legs, and we can start to rock backwards and forwards here. Noticing how the sensations in the top of the leg changes. So going from 90 degrees, maybe 45 degrees. Keep the foot flat for now. And on this next one, as you pull back, we can start to lift the toes from the mat. Now, it might be that you have your fingers down to the floor. It might be that you can come up. Start to really push that foot away. Do what feels comfortable for you. And then gently come back to bending that knee. And we're going to come into a lizard pose. So we're going to walk our front foot to the side of our mat. And the foot's going to be at 45-degree angle. So our toes pointing off into the corner. Both hands to the floor, and we can rock backwards and forwards here. Again, noticing how that feels. Now, this might be enough for you, especially if you have really tight hips. If not, and you're looking to stretch a little deeper, then you can start to bring your forearms down to the mat. Maybe walk the foot out a little further. So you do what's best for you. If you've got yoga block, you can bring the yoga block in to give you more height. But it's always best to start off with the first stage of a pose and then taking it deeper and deeper as you get used to it and more familiar. Good. Let's tuck that knee back in, give the hips a little wiggle, and we'll come to do the other side. So let's step the foot forwards, find that 90-degree angle in the knee, and bring the hands down to the floor. Sinking the hips down, using your breath to let go of tension that you might be holding in the hips and lower back. Rocking backwards and forwards, starting to straighten that leg, but keep the foot down. Find that rock motion backwards and forwards. And then start to peel the toes from the mat. Come onto your heel, hands to the mat, or lift up tall, press the foot away. Want a slight lean forwards in the chest. I don't need to hold it here long. And then bend into the knee and come back down to the mat. Walking the foot out to the side. Again, find that 40 to 45-degree angle in the foot. Knee out to the side. Find a little bit of sway here. Settle into your lizard pose. And you may stay here. You may want to come down onto your forearms or come onto a block. Whatever's best for you. I'm going to stay here today. I've been at the gym, so everything's very tight for me. And let's walk that foot back in and tuck the knee down. Good. Come to sit on your heels. Let's pull the cushion out from under our knees if we were using one, and we're going to come down to our bottoms, feet in front. We're going to do a variation on pigeon. So first of all, we're going to take an ankle to a knee, and you can lengthen the bottom leg to give you that mobility, that availability of the thigh there to bring the ankle to. Hands to the floor behind you, and you're going to start to draw that bottom knee in so it becomes more bent. You can even shuffle your bum towards your heel, starting to find a deep stretch into the glutes here. Maybe take a little sway from side to side. And if you feel like this is a bit too much weight in your wrists, then there is another variation where you come down to the mat, do the same thing, but you draw the leg in with the hands here instead. So take whichever variation is best for you today. I find doing this one sitting up, I can get more of an open feel in the hip rather than just the sensation in the glute. And we can unravel, and we'll take it to the other side. As we unravel, remember to straighten that other leg, ankle to thigh, and then draw it in. If we don't have a long leg as we get into this position, we're going to find it very difficult to bring an ankle all the way to the thigh. So just do it gradually. Shuffle the bum towards the heel, and then have a little wiggle. And of course, coming down to your back for that other variation, if that's better for you. Good. Let's unravel. And we will now come all the way down to our backs if we aren't already here. Draw the knees into the chest. Find some movement side to side. And then we're going to take a reclined butterfly. So just as the butterfly we did before, we've got the soles of the feet together, we've got the knees open wide. Lay the sides of your feet down on the floor so you're nice and supported. Tuck your shoulder blades in, and we can take some few restful breaths here. And as you breathe out, allow your body to soften, to sink back down into the mat. Hopefully feeling a little more ease in those hips than you did before when you started. I always find at night time, if I have hip pain, doing those exercises I've showed you really help. But also sleeping in this position, in this reclined butterfly with my knees out wide. I support myself by placing cushion underneath my legs. I've got a long pregnancy cushion. It's a long sausage shape that slides under my knees to support me fully. And this is where I sleep. It just relieves all the tension and kind of pent up energy and stress that I tend to hold in my hip. So this is where I leave you today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope this has provided you with some ease and some well-needed movement. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it, like and comment down below, and I will see you again soon. Bye.